Hi, it's me, Eric, from Scene Stealers.
And I'm JD, also
from
Scene Stealers.
And we are absolutely addicted to the Oscars, so we're going to give you our picks again. These are good as gold. Use them if you want to win in your Oscar pool. Makeup. Best makeup this year. A really strong bunch. La Vie en Rose, the French movie about Edith Piaf. Pirates at the Caribbean 3 at World's End. And
Norbit,
yeah. I'm assuming that's because there's a lot of Eddie Murphy characters. Yeah. And it's Rick Baker again, who did both of the Nutty Professors and who won the very first makeup award for American Werewolf in London way back in the early 80s. Unfortunately, Rick Baker will not be going home, or fortunately, depending on your stance on Norbit, that night, La Vie en Rose is going to take it. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. Marianne Cotillard's performance is really phenomenal, but the transformation on screen, the fact that they did so many close-up shots, and they did the aging makeup with close-up shots.
Aging makeup always sucks.
Oh no,
it's really good in this movie.
It's ridiculously interesting. This is one of those rare movies where you've got to watch the bonus features to see what this girl looks like before she becomes this character. Yeah, she's incredibly beautiful. And to see the transformation and know they did these kind of close-up shots, mind-blowing, definitely going to be La Vie en Rose.
Okay, that's one of 2 Oscars La Vie en Rose is going to win that night. Visual effects, this year we've got the Transformers.
Yes!
The Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End again, and the Golden Compass? Really?
Whatever.
You know, Zodiac had a lot of visual effects, and again, if you didn't watch the DVD, you wouldn't know that because they're really subtle and hard to pick out, which is a tribute to how good they are. But again, the Academy never awards subtlety, and they're not going to reward the Golden Compass or the Pirates this year. They're going to give it to
Transformers.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
I mean, they turned into cars.
Okay.
Or they turned into robots from cars.
The first time I saw Optimus Prime punching another robot and its eye came out, I was like, that's the shit.
All right, there you go. We both agree on Transformers as well. Film editing. This is a great category this year. The Bourne Ultimatum, which has really flashy, fast film editing. The Diving Bell and the Butterfly, which is really unique editing. Into the Wild, which was about a half hour too long, so I'm not sure what they edited out of that one. No Country for Old Men, which has some of the best editing of the year, I think, as far as storytelling goes. And There Will Be Blood, which is both JD and I's favorite movie of the year. This is going to go to Roderick Jaynes for No Country for Old Men, which is the nom de plume of the Coen brothers, because if you're directing, you can't take an editing credit as well. So Roderick Jaynes will win the award, and the Coen brothers will come up and accept it, and it'll be a really funny moment at the Oscars.
Yeah, I agree. This is going to be No Country for Old Men. I think There Will Be Blood is going to take a lot of the acting and the bigger awards. And
I think one acting, because it's only nominated for one.
Right, but I mean, I think it's going to get awarded in other places. I think this is a great place to shine No Country for Old Men, which is a really fantastic film.
Well, that brings us right to the Best Actor category, JD. Nice
work. It really does.
Tell us about it.
In Best Actor, we've got Johnny Depp for Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, Viggo Mortensen for Eastern Promises, Tommy Lee Jones for In the Valley of Elah, Daniel Day-Lewis for There Will Be Blood, and George Clooney for Michael Clayton.
George Clooney was really good in Michael Clayton. It's subtle work, and he won't win, and I know that you didn't like that movie very much, but you're wrong.
No, there's no doubt this is great work from George Clooney. This is not Oscar-worthy work from George Clooney, and for crying out loud, where the hell is Christian Bale? In a year when Christian Bale gives the performance he gives in Rescue Dawn, George Clooney gets a nomination in this category, and Johnny Depp.
But Johnny Depp, and then what about Tommy Lee Jones, who came out of nowhere, hadn't gotten any nominations for In the Valley of Elah, and then comes and takes this one away from Ryan Gosling in Lars and the Real Girl. He was nominated for a lot of stuff up to this point.
Yeah, and you know, Ryan Gosling is going to have his day at some other point. And Lars and the Real Girl is a really interesting and quirky film. Not a lot of people saw the film, so I understand why it doesn't have a lot of momentum, but certainly In the Valley of Elah is not a film that has gotten a lot of wide attention as well. This one is pretty darn easy, though.
Easy. There's two people that could win it. Viggo may win it for Eastern Promises, which he was amazing in that movie, and completely naked, fighting in a bathhouse. Which is not easy to do. But if you don't think Daniel Day-Lewis isn't going to win this, then you're an idiot. It's Money in the Bank. Daniel Day-Lewis is going to win it. He was the best performance of the year, hands down, and also it's the kind of performance that Oscars love, because it's a very showy performance. I drink your milkshake. Drink it up. I mean, you know, that's the new Scarface. You know, I mean, it's gonna be iconic. And
this is, regardless of whether you've seen this film or not, this is one of those performances that is in the echelon of things when we talk about guys like Brando and James Dean and De Niro and Pacino.
If I could just lick the feet of Daniel Day-Lewis.
Everybody wants to be that guy. Well, this is one of those performances for sure. This is A Dog Day Afternoon. This is A Taxi Driver. This is Daniel Day-Lewis's best work, and I think he's definitely going to.
What would you like to say? What would St. Peter say to you at the pearly gates? What's your favorite curse word, Daniel Day-Lewis? Those are the questions that we want to ask you after this masterful stroke of method acting.